Hello, welcome back. Today is going to be a reaction to Garcelle versus Diana parts 1 and 2. This is recent. So this was at the Beverly Hills reunion recently. And let's get into it.
Diana, there are a lot of people right now accusing you of being behind the bots that went after Garcelle's 14-year-old. I'm curious, Garcelle, what's going through your mind? Was there a point where you thought she was behind it?
Yeah, I did. If I'm going to be honest, I did think she was behind it. Absolutely.
You think I would send that to Jax?
I did.
I mean, you obviously have a very low opinion of me that if you think that I would be behind bullying a 14-year-old.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. If I'm going to be honest, I did think she was behind it. Absolutely.
I don't know how evil I must appear that you would even consider.
First of all, why is she not on the stage?
Diana also sent
So,
me.
I'm
talking. Can I finish, please? She also sent me a threatening text.
What was the text, Diana?
I've asked her to pencil the name when we were getting death threats.
First of all, Jax was at his dad's house when he got the very last text. That was horrific. And in the post, it said about the neon.
So you don't care about the fact that a 14-year-old is being harassed and targeted in defense of you, whether you did it or not. You're only concerned with your name being shown in this text message. Sounds a little suspicious to me. Did they ever reveal who did the bots, by the way? Because I know that Garcelle did say that she had a legal team investigating it. And she was going to eventually announce who was behind it. But did she ever announce who was behind it? Because I'm thinking it was either Diana, Lisa, or Erica. It has to be one of those three. It could have been all three of them for real. Like, that's pathetic. You attacking a 14-year-old?
It mentioned leave Diana alone. He wrote on the text, "You've gone too far," and posted that.
Yeah, because
He's
it's a child.
Kid. He gets this horrendous message. He's not thinking, let me take out Diana's name so she's not implicated.
Nor should he.
Because he was fearful he had enough. So Diana thinks that we should have taken her name out.
No, I said pencil, protect our families. Protect our
But
families.
Diana,
Because you're
I'm
getting
saying,
death threats.
when Jax received that, he wasn't thinking about...
Y'all not thinking about protecting her kids and her family, because one of y'all, I really, really believe one of them did it. She worried about protecting herself. Why aren't you more concerned with the fact that somebody is sending threats to a 14-year-old on behalf of you? Why aren't you more concerned with that?
Protecting anybody but himself.
I think she's saying, could you have it deleted it?
Kyle,
and then you could
shut
have
up.
posted it, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Pencil.
Are you kidding me? You want me?
I
No,
don't
wait
know.
a minute.
No,
So you want, in the middle of me
Me?
trying to protect
Yeah,
my
you, because
child,
you're talking.
I have to then come and save all you?
You don't need to save me.
This is outrageous. Everybody had picked it up.
Right.
So now I have to come
I'm
and
not
save
saying that.
you?
That's what you just said.
No,
When I'm
I don't
dealing
even know
with
if
my
that's right. I'm
son.
saying maybe that's what she
Like,
meant.
that's outrageous to me.
Well, she can speak for herself, Kyle. You know, I'm starting to see what y'all saying now. Kyle was only likable in the earlier seasons, but she can speak for herself. You don't need to tell me what you think she meant. We are having a conversation. She can tell me exactly what she thinks. We don't need you to interpret for her.
Understand, sweetheart, but what I'm telling you that we got death threats. In my country, when they issue threats, those are actual threats.
Well, your
And I
threat was an
can't-
actual threat to me as well.
What was the threatening message?
It was pretty much, if anything happens to my family, I'm coming for you.
But how? Was it illegally or physically? I said if something happens to my
A
kids.
threat is a threat. Are we going to dissect a threat? A threat is a threat.
No,
You've done nothing but harass me on social media.
I had a murder in my family. My family has been murdered.
What they got to do with anything?
Murder is murder. And when somebody somebody tells you they're gonna stab your son or a daughter with a knife, that's a threat.
I understand that.
And it's not a cease and exist. It's a very different when my lawyer calls you. It's different when somebody takes the gun and points it at you. So I'm sorry, they're different type of threats.
I'm not talking to her anymore.
Okay, well, it's like, you know
No,
what?
but I'm asking
I
you.
will help you protect your child. I have a means to hire lawyers. We're gonna find out who actually did this.
Absolutely, I have an investigation as well.
If Diana was here today, what would be the number one thing that you would want to say to her?
I would want to say to Diana, why is she so obsessed with me? That's what I'd like to know.
Because you're gorgeous.
What, you don't mean it that way.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
You mean it how?
She is targeting me on social media almost every day, sometimes twice a day. I don't want you harassing me on social media. I haven't harassed anyone here on social media.
But what are you saying? What are you
What
saying?
I'm saying,
She's saying you've been going after her online.
To fake account.
Constantly. Please, leave me alone. Leave me alone. I don't hate you, Diana. I just want to be left alone.
Garcelle is a little too nice for me. She need a Kenya over there. That is disgusting. They want her off that show so bad, and usually I would be like, you know what, Garcelle, you do not have to put up with this. Leave them ladies on that show, go do your thing. But to be honest, I want her to stay on the show. I know that she deals with a lot, but I feel like all of those ladies are trying to get her off of the show. They want to make it hard for her. They want to make it difficult. They want to make it a difficult work environment to where she's exhausted and she doesn't want to be around. And I really hope she doesn't do that. I would understand if she did, but it's clear that those ladies are very threatened by her. They don't want her there. And I just want her to stay just for that reason alone. And also, if it does get revealed that one of those three had anything to do with sending threats to her son, what is Andy gonna do? Because he was real quiet trying to facilitate. Like, usually he has a stance, he has an opinion. He's like, oh, well, that was wrong, and he's very clear about it. But here he was real quiet. So if it comes out that they did have something to do about it, what you gonna do, Andy? Like, she shouldn't have to be begging this grown woman with a life. You probably have plenty of other things to do. She should not be begging you to stop stalking her on the internet. I wonder what they're going to do as far as casting for the next season. Like, is everybody going to return? Because I'm sure it's going to be a lot of problems with the viewers if they do. But those are my thoughts. What were your thoughts? Leave them down below. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.